boys and girls, it's Mrs. Ryan, and in this lesson I'm going to show you how to make a butterfly. And what you're going to need is to start off with is just some plain old paper and a pencil. If you do have colored paper, that's fine, you can use that too with this lesson, but I'm going to do white just because I want you to be able to see my lines first. Now with butterflies, the first thing you're going to do is fold your paper in half, and this is kind of like a classic lesson that I've done for many years, where I teach you guys how to fold your paper, cut out two sides at the same time so that you have a symmetrical shape. And especially my second grade students and up, you guys know that symmetry is when something's cut in half, whether it's a shape or a design, and it's mirrored. That means it's the same on both sides. Now, this is something I usually introduce to my kindergarten kids for the first time. Many of my first graders remember it, but I definitely would say second grade and up. You've heard Mrs. Ryan say that word many, many times in the art room. So I have my folded paper. This is my folded edge. So from here, that's where I'm going to start drawing the shape of my wings. If you want to start off with some helper lines, and again, that's another word that I use quite often in the classroom, where you lightly sketch out your shapes, and then you can draw darker around it, or just simply cut around the edge of the lines. So with my wings, I want to make two separate wings. So I'm going to sketch out two ovals touching that folded edge, okay? And then from here, here's my folded edge. I'm going to cut all the way around the shape of the wings, like this, okay? So when I cut both sides and I open it up, I'm going to get my butterfly wings. Here we go, right around the edges. Now, in this one, I am just doing the wings. If you had extra paper, you could cut out the shape of the head and the body separately. And I'm not too worried about these lines that I have sketched on the surface of the wings, because this can be the back of my artwork, so that when I open it up, I will have two symmetrical butterfly wings. In the next paper, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the body plus the wings. So here's one with just wings. So I'm going to do the same thing, fold my paper in half. And this time I'm going to outline half the head and half the body. And then again, I'll do my wings, one, and then a bottom one, okay? So from here I'll have an attached body to my butterfly. Remember, with cutting, always turn your paper. Makes it a lot easier instead of forcing the paper, because then usually what happens is the paper will end up tearing. So I'm going to get to the head. This is kind of a tricky part here. And if I'm not happy with the shape when I open it up, I can always close it again and reshape it. Like, I'm not too happy with this part of the head, so I'm going to close it and fix it a little bit. So I'll take this, reshape that head a little bit until I'm happy with it. And here we go. Here's my butterfly. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to decorate it. So of course, if you have crayons or colored pencils or markers, even paint, you can use that to decorate your butterfly, but just keep in mind, because most butterflies are symmetrical on both sides. So if I put a circle here, I'm going to repeat it and mirror it over here. Same with down here. If I do like stripes, I would mirror it on the other side. So let's see what we're going to do.